He's been playing Sin like since he came out. He was always someone who liked Sin in Exert as well. Like I know when he would try the game at locals and stuff when he was first coming out, Sin was always the character he would like flash to. So definitely one of those character loyalists, and we'll play them ride or die whether they're bottom one or you know S tier.
Well, let's see what character marriage is strong as we get off to the races. I'm loving the color choices too. So I like the tricky we're going so far. With the right SunnyD in the quarter, DP out.
Yep, and we're just gonna be aggressive on these DPs again. Both players like wanting to keep their aggression and going. SunnyD recognizing that they can get that full corner carry as well is out of the food gauge. So this post-ball break situation, they have to be a little more passive, wait for that to recover, or find an opportunity to try to steal a food. But that's going to give LeafBlade a chance to come in. Great burst bait, but we only have one tick of stock right now, so no big problem.
Yeah, I'm loving how SunnyD is playing this LeafBlade, trying to take advantage of the damage gauge. We've seen that SunnyD knows how to play on the back foot. Great anti-air coming out from LeafBlade, gets the knockdown.
One more, but once again, you were an old soul bad guy in the corner. This has been scary for 30 years right now. It's going to be scary a little bit more. Knockdown once again after the post-ball break situation. Uses the BRC to try to catch him out, but we'll just DP as soon as we find him right there.
Yeah, fantastic reaction coming out from LeafBlade. Just all it said, you know what? I may be your father, but I'm your daddy, kid.
Yeah, this is, you know, we got Terry versus Rock right here. The real father versus the false son right here. Yeah, we're going to be locking them down, but once again, DP's just trading back and forth from these players because they really are just like, yeah, I'm going to make you respect me. I want to make you respect all this pressure that's coming through. Hoof Stomp, though, going to be able to connect for SunnyD right there and be able to connect the Tyrant Barrage, but no wall break, giving LeafBlade a chance to add a lot of damage back up.
Yeah, the immediate action for LeafBlade almost seems like they've seen the situation before, but have you seen the Bandit Revolver mix? It's been happening for many years at this point. Another DP and a burst out. LeafBlade wants to keep you in the corner. Another Bandit Revolver mix goes low again. SunnyD not going to fall for it. A great Amare.
Yeah, but can't finish their plate right there. Saw them like autopiloting the rest of that route right there. Oh, but they recognize it. Okay, I just whipped dust right there. I gotta stay calm a little bit because LeafBlade's gonna try to do something wild. They tried to catch him with the run up DP, but once they catch him, the round starts 6H after taking that hit right there and a great counter hit.
Yeah, LeafBlade playing like it's Season 1, trying to come out with the tombstone that is 6H here, and just keeps on putting the pressure. But SunnyD, of course, has the great like equalizer, being these DPs. Gets the clean hit. Great time.
Of course, it gets the hard knockdown as well. Afterwards, LeafBlade tried to backdash out of the pressure, but SunnyD, he's still going to catch him. Still going to keep this combo going. Burst builds up right at the very end. But LeafBlade has to be careful when they use it here.
Oh, just parry situation right there with the BRC. Comes right in. Oh, is not too confident in the low conversion.
Big counter hit right here. Sunny builds burst right at the last second. Oh, this is anyone's game. 50 meters still on deck. Forces the Wild Soul to come out from the LeafBlade, but we'll just chip damage out with the Bandit Revolver.
Yeah, I mean, I can't fault her either. Yeah, you had the 50 meter, able to get another mix up, even if you were able to block in time too. And this is the match you are going to expect between these two characters and these two players, is that they're going to keep swinging. I think we've seen like 10 DPs in only this first match.
This will be the highest concentration of Dragon Punch inputs put through this entire night between these two players, and that's not a negative. That's just what you kind of have to do in this matchup sometimes.
Right. If you can ball it up, you know, take a swing, because we're gonna get a little bit more coming up here very soon. Man.
Yeah, don't start the shot for DP counter just yet. Maybe save that for the starting of the next round. Right now, we're gonna be hit with that far slash to be able to force SunnyD to use burst early on, making him lose that Wild Assault. I think it was something big that really helped SunnyD change their use of Wild Assault, because they were able to find that coast to coast into a wall break really early on, and being able to have your burst spend towards that instead. But as I'm yapping, LeafBlade right here is just going ham, using every tool from the Buffalo available, trying to catch SunnyD out right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing things that LeafBlade, I don't think I've seen them on stream do before here. But, you know, great time to, like, cash it out. Speaking of cash it out, SunnyD, get in the wall.
Hitting them with that RTL. Oh, catches low as well, being able to spend it into one more Tyrant Barrage off the wall break right here, and putting them at 1 health remaining. Yeah, and you have to just try to gamble at the very end. You're probably going to die. You might as well go out.
SunnyD as a pilot of this character with like the inherent like built-in mobility that Sin has, but also about how SunnyD is keeping a great distance and just staying calm because LeafBlade is willing to just kind of throw the caution to the wind.
Oh yeah. And the willingness also Sunny to like just like they're willing to back themselves on the corner right there because they know that they can try to find situations to get out of it. He did get punished, but it wasn't even that scary. Like didn't force a wall break right there, able to find a side swap as well, and not enough to be able.
Like SunnyD's so confident on their defense, right?
Yep. And that's what you have to be right there. Like, see, using that PRC right there, recognizing, okay, I gotta spend the meter to find the counter hit, and just be able to send them back. Hey, I like that other stage more.
You like the scene? Well, we're going back to OBS style.
There we go. Just use that BRC, try to DP out, try to keep that aggression going. LeafBlade, though, immediately popping their own YRC. SunnyD forcing the burst right here, trying to make sure that they can close this round out very carefully because they don't want to go to we saw what happened that last time, but LeafBlade might be bringing us a little bit closer. RTL going to be out, and PRC to keep it safe. Uses that JD. Keep it tight right here, and we'll find the final hit to close it out. SunnyD tying it 1-1.
Yeah, might have been a little dubious there at the end to try to punish the RTL. I don't blame her for trying, though, but maybe it gives you a little bit of knowledge going into the rest of the set that's what you can kind of expect from SunnyD, too. Once again, pretty close rounds.
Yeah, oh, definitely close. But also that like last situation, you did have to worry about like RTL and then do like 9 RTL where you just bring it back forward because you do get the 3 hits that do go out on whiff. So if you're like, okay, if I'm gonna like try to punish it, I might as well try to punish it in that gap if they go for that instead of spending their 50 meter on PRC because they can do it on any of those hits. So if you give them that leeway, they will just try to blow you up for only 50 instead of 100.
Let's get that LeafBlade. Kind of doing the same old song and dance. Going for the double overhead, the triple overhead. Excuse me. LeafBlade had to shut me up a little bit here. Of course, gets the conversion with the RC.
That's definitely what you got to do right there. Great use of DP right there, recognizing that they were trying to find the Bandit Bringer right there. But Bandit Revolver going to be coming out.
Get the low crush in the process. Safe jump.
SunnyD just really looking for a like an opportunity to try to press, but I think if LeafBlade is able to just keep the pressure up, able to like constantly be showing an option, it's gonna make Sunny a little bit more passive with style, which does require them to flow back to the more defensive play style, which I think they can do, but it's something that they definitely feel more comfortable with once they have that 50 meters. Because then they're able to play big punches.
Not as big as it could be, though. LeafBlade under leash on life, able to reset the neutral once again, going for the low crush there on the Bandit Revolver, and gets a fantastic conversion as well.
Yeah, it doesn't break either, so keeps it at the wall and forces Sunny to use a burst instead of our own. We're going to be able to confirm into the Tyrant Raid, get the hard knockdown of your own right here. Positive bonus going to be taken up for Sunny to try to make something happen. But you didn't safe jump right there, so Sunny able to get a DP to connect, but you're still getting counter hit.
Yeah, I mean, you made a great point regarding like SunnyD had so much meter from getting wall splat and wall broken, and of course messing up the reversal timing there. But you know, LeafBlade says, you know what, mistakes happen, but they're happy accidents.
Yeah. Mistakes into miracles, right there.
Right.
Mistakes into miracles.
I think you talked about how like SunnyD like shows their hand and whatnot. I've been seeing like in neutral, they'll kind of like from a safe distance. They've been whiffing like 2S and like. LeafBlade response is, all right, I have to low crush that, but like the distance they do it at, they're able to recover just in time to like snipe them with 5 feet. So they're kind of setting up a bait from a certain distance. So we'll see if that keeps on rocking.
Yeah, like you're seeing it already right there, right? Just the patient walk back and trying to throw out 5 feet as LeafBlade going for Bandit Bringer right there. End up catching him out with these lows. DP punish is going to be coming out. You use that wild assault, so you can't burst this. But Sunny looking like a top Undernight player, dropping all these combos. We'll still find a Tyrant Barrage to close it. Or to close out the wall.
Yeah, a great feeling indeed. Runs right up, but LeafBlade just no fear. Just like, I don't believe in your OP. I don't believe in your knockdown. Believe in this.
The only thing that they believe in right now is damage. BRC going to connect. 2 of the burst. Are you going to pop it this early? No, you're going to save it in the pocket. You understand sometimes, like we said, we make mistakes. We'll keep that miracle for the next round.
Man, I feel like we're in the Wild West here. They like stare each other down, and LeafBlade's reaction is draw, DP.
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it right here.
Don't fix it, right?
Like it's been working again and again versus Sunny. There's no reason to like make that big like gameplay change right here. Great delay 5P anti-air right there. Still able to find a side swap. Not able to find the full combo though, but we'll catch him with the overhead. RC as well gets this damage built up. And now we're going to be seeing LeafBlade probably look for another aggressive backdash in this post-wall break situation. Something very comfortable, but no, Sunny wants to be the defensive, and LeafBlade recognize it. They smelled blood in the water, and now they're going to be, smelling blood on the wall.
Okay, a lot of mirror there on Sunny's side here, which means LeafBlade has to be a little cautious while they build their own. Of course, they say that great block from SunnyD on the low option brings that an overhead of their own, and RTL, Ride the Lightning.
No, Ride the Lightning is the other suit.
Excuse me.
This is RTL, legally distinct. Sin Kisuke unique move.
Trademark, TM soon.
Trademark. But with that though, in that post-wall break situation, Sunny finding another great use of them. I think that's like an actual big part about Sunny's play that we're not. It's like something we've talked about, but it's kind of an interesting thing to focus about. Is his use of the P button is just incredibly good. His willingness to just his willingness to just be able to like stop and go constantly is a very, very, very useful skill set to have, and that's not something that I see from every Sin player. A lot of Sin players want to just keep the aggression up and like utilize 2P as like a being able to just willing to be like, hey, I'm gonna start my aggression at 6 PM. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start with 5 PM. It's for you to hold it.
Yeah, because like a lot of people inherently think like aggression, right? But yeah, the defensive options that Sin has, that SunnyD's been using, has been like so great too. And how do you stop that as LeafBlade, right? It's a light button, doesn't have much like whiff recovery, so LeafBlade has to be super on point to crush that.
I think you're already seeing like a little bit of that right here, right? Like right before this punish situation with Sunny. Can you please let me combo? Like just the willingness of like Sunny trying to go for these 5P anti-airs is LeafBlade going for preemptive JPs and using JS, right? Because their main openings have been with like JD, trying to open JH or Vanna Bringer. Wow. Oh, you're getting blown up for this.
Yeah, actually, great recognition from SunnyD on the fake gunflame right there. We still do have burst. I'm immediately going to use it as we speak of that. Slow down, SunnyD once again. 5P check, just throw it out at great time. Eat some food, why don't you?
Yeah, have a snack. And I think that is the big thing, right? And you're seeing Sunny actually opting to go for Keith right here, trying to utilize these buffs, which is not normal for Sunny.
Is that Miam? It's hard to tell in this game, you know.
I don't know if it is or if it isn't. I know he has gotten buffed a little bit here and there. Maybe Sunny's using this opportunity to show off, like, hey, maybe it is an option that we can use a little bit more aggressively. Because it just worked out really well for them. They ended that round as perfect.
It did, yeah. They're gonna go up in the set. I call it like a glorified taunt with the food. It did get buffed, of course, a little bit. It's a little bit still, I think, one of the most not really legible things in the game for a lot of people, but for SunnyD it is, so maybe he knows better than us, right?
Yeah, I would also, you've been mashing exit a little bit too much. It might just be some unfortunate autopiloting that happens right there.
It's true. It's true. It's a lot better, and that game has a much better purpose here. But purpose, I need you LeafBlade to garner some more purpose here to tie this up, because it's still been even back and forth here. It's just about like who is able to stop the aggression soon. Wow, what season is this? That would have worked like a season ago.
It's, we may be at past Christmas, but definitely the season's beatings right now. These players are going ham at each other constantly. Great use of 5P once again, locking them down. And now utilizing RTL to just guarantee these wall breaks, because I think that's where they really recognize, oh, if I can consistently land these like hard knockdown post wall break situations to lead into even just that strike throw situation, I'm going to gain a lot of advantage, and it's worked out for them once again.
Wow. And like, yeah, that early wall break was all from that 5P we're talking about, right? From a light button too. So not much to make the magic happen. Sunny finds another whiff punch, puts it right back in the corner. I want to see how LeafBlade adapts on the defense. They're showing a lot of like FD push back, but not get a whiff punish. SunnyD not gonna let you escape either. Another DP, it means another punish.
Just forced the burst out there, but Sunny finding the air throw, able to keep it straight down, expecting another DP to come becoming LeafBlade. Played it safe and just found the whiff punish at the very end.
I'm starting to see the method to the madness, right? Like the 2S at that range makes so much sense, because that's where like the 6S range for Soul is, and of course you can like hit him out of the startup or whatnot too. So I'm really, you got to put respect on SunnyD's like like mid-range for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. One thing that I like, you just had mentioned on like, okay, what is LeafBlade's defensive option out of here, right? Like, how do I get out of the situation? We've been seeing a lot of the FT come out. FT isn't as effective versus Sin from a greater toolkit stance, just because the amount of moves that of his moves that just throw him forward regardless. Like, that's not even like, oh, I'm gonna bait your FT by using a move that puts me forward. No, that's just like his normal pressure.
It's the nature of the character, right?
Yeah. I think like a big thing that you like will need to be seeing is potentially like more. It is always scary, right? You say, yeah, you just kind of have to find the right opportunity to press or stop them in the early stages of the round, like they decided here. Because sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, just not be there, right?
Yeah.
But easier said than done sometimes. SunnyD says it's my turn here. Get the tyrant barrel. Gonna get the hard knockdown as well. Let's see how we set it up. Jump in.
Yeah, LeafBlade now trying to bring that backdash back out, but SunnyD already opting to know, like, hey, you want to go back to that layer? That's fine by me. We'll be able to catch it with JPs. We will find a Bandit Revolver able to connect to that hit TP that throws out the round right there. And I think that is a big thing. LeafBlade can find the early momentum. That's generally where their like success is led in a lot of these rounds. But when Sunny is able to find that early first hit, he can kind of snowball into their favor, which is, you know, that reward of how these characters will function.
All right, well, SunnyD off to the races once again. It also saves some stamina just in case they're trying to bait out an option just like that reflect. And we were talking about it earlier about just the nature of Sin keeps you in against a lot of these mechanics. And of course, another conversion. If you didn't like it before, well, too bad. You can see it again.
Yeah, just guaranteeing these hard knockdowns again. LeafBlade going back to the FD, but you got blown up one last time. And SunnyD now sitting one round away from being the one who checked the knowledge.
Yeah, SunnyD used to be so good at setting up for the future of their success with these knockdowns, like you mentioned. Let's see, LeafBlade, you got one more potential chance. You are on death's door. Can you gain some more games out of this somehow?
Found a big opportunity with the IBFD to push out of that situation. Now utilizing the barrier right there, but SunnyD just is like, Bro has been grinding Street Fighter apparently because he's just button super confirming. Like, oh, what a great bait right there. Uses the RC to close it out. SunnyD gonna be taking it 5-2 over LeafBlade.
Yeah, I can only imagine, like, you know, the frustration of putting out these long normals, right? You talk about Street Fighter.